Hey guys, it's Nutcase.
And husband.
Oh, husband. So today we're doing a sketchbook tour for sketchbook number 17. Finished it on April 15th. And this is a Denik Sketchbook. Yes. Not Gucci. And then since this one has the pages are like taped together or glued together, I don't use those. So this is the first sketch page. That was the original design for the pen that I've now finalized. Yeah, the final sketch is also in here.
Yeah, like most of Case's sketchbooks, I have not seen this one until now.
This was a reply to something on a Discord chat. And then I was messing around with a style for like lanky characters, and I decided to make it DD with Dexter.
I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I might revisit this one later, actually. And then I was doing some samples for commission types.
It's the dragon from that Disney movie.
No, it's a person's character, actually.
Okay, well, I didn't watch that Disney movie anyway.
And then thunderstorms.
It's you!
Yep, because I don't like thunderstorms.
Right there!
Yep. And this was the original design for the Kappa pen. So, if you guys have been following my Kickstarter or me on social media and have been hearing me talk about the Kickstarter, this was actually the thing that started the process, because I was designing this for the monthly Patreon pen club. So this was supposed to be May's pen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then because I'd already designed it, I included it with the...
What does the cucumber roll have in it? It's cucumber and what?
Rice. It's just literally cucumber, rice, and seaweed. It's called a Kappa roll.
Oh, they call it a Kappa roll?
Yeah, they call it a Kappa roll, yeah. And so I was trying to decide like how I would have it positioned, and this is the final design for it. And this is how I do my color picking, so like I know that I want to have so many colors or whatever, and I can't go over a certain amount, basically. And this was just me messing around with some pens, and this was one of these commissions.
I like both of those pretty good.
I like how this one
This
turned
one
out.
is a bit soft, though it's still kind of angular. I like that. And this one is kind of pointy and geometrical looking. I kind of like that too.
That's the character design for it, yeah. I really like that about the character.
It almost looks like it could have been a stained glass window, that last one.
Oh yeah, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could make it kind of...
stained glassy. But then this was my D&D character for the one-shot with one of the other players' characters.
Yeah, you did show me that one.
Yeah, I like that one. And this was another one of those traditional ink then digital color commissions.
Yeah, it's a bit puffy.
Well, yeah, it's an inflatable character.
And then there's that.
It's Frondova.
The sprouty thing from outer space.
Yep. I was just messing around. I didn't like these colors at the end of it, and I was just kind of like, alright, because I was like testing out my like cheaper markers, doing stuff.
Too bad you can't get a hold of straight up Cthulhu colors. The things that they talk about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In the Lovecraftian works.
Yep. And this was a Patreon reward, but I did it in the style of the traditional ink and then digital color. I'm happy with how that one came out. Minotaur with a mustache.
I think, so my only criticism is like, it looks like this is kind of on his nose area.
Yeah.
I understand you were trying to do that so you could see the other side of the mustache, but...
I actually fixed it in digital too. Like, that's one of the things about these traditional inks is usually I go in and like edit. Like, I also took out these little scratchy marks around the sun.
Yeah.
So... And then I was testing out new supplies. So all of these pens claim to be water resistant. None of them are. And I was very upset. But all of these blues either claim they were photo blue or they were just like the same kind of color.
Now explain to people who might not know what photo blue is.
Like you?
Like, I have an idea of what it is.
Okay, so photo blue pencils, supposedly whenever you scan them, it's very easy to edit it without having to like actually really alter the picture to get the sketch lines out. So like basically you use filters to get rid of it and darken the lines, but it'll lighten it so much that like the blue is not seen. And I was testing this because these are like the harshest versions of the colors, and the only one, these two are photo blue, and these two aren't. But
yeah, these seem to have, I don't know if the video can see them, kind of a greenish tint to them.
you can see the video right there, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell. They all look blue in
Yeah.
the video, but
This one is the only one that didn't fully go away, and the darkest point of it didn't fully go away. But up until like here, so like up until that point, everything else disappeared with that. So technically, even the things that aren't photo blue are usable, and that was why I did that. And the Stadler is actually my favorite, and that's what I sketched this with, and that's why I did the little arrow, is to like show that this is that one. So when I scanned it in,
so the Stadler, the whole
yes, the
gradient.
whole gradient will go. So like I can draw light or hard with that one, and that's why I like that one the best.
Gotcha.
The pilot one I was testing to see because it's a friction eraser one. So seeing if you could do it with marker, like pen over it, and you can't. It takes more than just that. Here. So like. Yeah, so see. And like you
There's no residue either.
Yeah, because
that's really interesting.
it's a friction eraser and not like one of those pink ones, and so it's like hard plastic.
That's interesting looking.
Yeah. I don't especially like it because it's hard to draw with. It actually takes a lot to get it
I
that
just-
hard. So
I'd never heard of a friction eraser.
Yeah,
mean,
you've seen the
since
friction
you-
pens though,
Yeah.
because I have those too. It's the same company. It's just it's a pencil version.
Yeah, so I'm guessing just heat will
Yeah, so it's the hairdryer
cause
thing.
it to, yeah.
And then that's the next thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this was the Copic monthly drawing that I did, which I did a whole video on this.
He looks sort of hobbity. Is it supposed to be a hobbit or just...
So in Moomin, he's
Oh,
he's a
it's
person, but
okay.
like
We'll
there's
move
talk
on.
about him being a troll part as well. So
Yeah.
like Hobbit, I feel like is fine. And so these were the first ideas I was making for the pen Kickstarter.
Inuyasha.
Well, because I
And-
was doing 90s anime was like the theme that I was going with, and so this was like the bigger idea for the Vash one for the Love and Peace.
I kind of like the Hyper Police one. It doesn't look like her especially, but
But
yeah.
I mean, it's also just a rough sketch. I would actually like to do that one, even if I don't do the Kickstarter for that one, because I still think that's a cute design, even if I make it some other character or something. But like,
Well, I liked the Fox Girl better.
I liked her better.
What was her name? Natsuki?
Yeah. And then Monster Hunter. Or Monster Rancher, not Monster Hunter. Monster Rancher. And I only did this one because he's the most simple one, honestly.
I was never a fan of those.
I really
games.
liked Monster... Well, I like the anime. Like, that's the point, is these are all anime-based
I
ones.
think that was the one that had the crazy algorithm thing where if you put
Yeah,
in
you put the discs,
CDs, it would randomly
wasn't
create...
just CDs, either. Just any discs.
Yeah, that was so crazy. It
Yeah.
took parts of the data on it and was like, here's your random thingamajig.
Yep.
And I think that's awesome and innovative and really neat, but I never liked
Yeah.
the actual
I actually
game
really
much.
got into it, and I played it a bunch, especially when I was sick. I would be home playing that. So this was the first for a couple of these in here that I did a draw in your own style, and this is the artist originally, so if you'd like to look them up, that's it. But I drew their character in my style.
I got big robot hands.
Yeah, her superhero name is Gauntlet.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
see that.
And then this is another one of those. I keep moving the board. And then that's her name there as well, if you'd like to check it out. And then this was the sketch previously until I finished this one.
Oh, yeah.
And her name is up there at the top. This is one I actually didn't post online because I ended up not being super happy with it, but I really like this character design and want to go visit it again, and his Instagram is that. But I want to do this one eventually because I really like the character design.
Yeah, I think if you had done a couple of those, you could make it look a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
It has a
to.
vague, like, Hellboyish look. I
Kind
mean,
of, yeah.
I may be saying that because we saw the Hellboy movie not too long ago, but
Last week, yeah.
but with like the big arms and the horns with one,
Yeah.
cut off or whatever, it's kind of
This is
vaguely
also way
reminiscent.
before we saw that too.
Yeah, I mean, when you did that.
In this one, this is why I like having sketchbooks, because I thought, well, I had learned that you could seal watercolor. You could seal pencil sketches with watercolor, And so, like, I had seen people just do washes, and I just went overboard. And
now, what does it mean to
messed around.
seal it?
So it doesn't smudge. So, like, I can go like this, and the pencil graphite doesn't come off on my hands and doesn't smear on the page, because the watercolor has, like, gone over it, so it doesn't smudge and smear and get onto other pages. But I went overboard and did, like, ink and other stuff and stuff on top of it, like, more than what I should have probably done. And I think this is the only non-character draw this in your style that I did.
It looks like a melon.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It's melons. Melon!
Is it a specific kind of melon?
No, it's just a Japanese melon. This is another one, and this is their Instagram as well.
I unduly like that one because it's a cat girl.
Yeah.
I like cat girls.
And then this is another one that I did. Again, that's their Instagram. I was really happy with how this one came out, considering I didn't have all the right colors to do it. The only thing I don't like is the band-aid on the nose. Like, if I could
I really like the hat.
Yeah, the hat turned out really cute. The original one didn't have the face. I wanted to include the face.
Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't think about that.
What?
Having a cutout piece of an atmospheric sort of thing as a piece of wearable clothing.
Yeah, so I think she's supposed to be a witch, and so that's why her thing
Yeah,
is that.
yeah. I mean,
But yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was a sketch for the one that's on the other side. So this one, and again, this is his. I think I do one other draw this in your style after this one. But yeah, this was a gift for Gaijin Goomba on YouTube here. Whenever he was in Japan, he was doing research for his new series that he's going to be running on his YouTube channel, and it's called Yokai Watchers. So I drew him as Tanuki. Yeah.
Covering his...
Yes.
We assume giant Tanuki balls, because they have giant Tanuki balls.
Yep. And then his wife as a ghost one. I can't remember what these are called, actually, like, because they have, like, specific names for this type of ghost. But
yeah.
I drew it as a ghost. And then I drew some other, like, little cute pictures of them together. And them traveling around Japan. And this was... It wasn't a draw this in your style, it was a character creation where it was a... Was it black-nosed sheep, tapir, and English Cocker Spaniel. And so I designed a character based on that, and this was the artist that started that, and she actually included this in a YouTube video recently.
The color and the horns make me think of the one dragon from Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah?
Kushala no, what was it? The gold one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And this was just me messing around with that lanky style again. I didn't like this one so much, so I kind of just moved on after the sketch. I really like how this one turned out, and I want to revisit it and maybe make this into a shirt design, put them on Redbubble or something.
Yeah, I think the style you used and whatnot is reminiscent of the actual carvings and things, how they use the real bold lines.
Yeah, the woodblock prints.
It's different enough from your normal style that looks interesting.
I mean, this is what spawned my want to draw more monster things. I apparently got a new subscriber. Right as I'm recording a sketchbook tour, yay! And so these were the first initial sketches for the yokai pens after the kappa. And these were the initial sketches I do, and then I just... Normally what I will do is take a picture of this and then trace it on my iPad, but instead I drew this and then just drew straight on the iPad without taking a photo and just sketched this again because I wanted to make sure to refine it a little bit better. And so I did that with each of the designs as I sketched out the initial design in here and then refined it on the iPad, which I have that video up on my channel already of me, the speed drawings of the lines. And so these were the initial concepts for these as well, and this was the backing card. And this is the back of the backing card, but it's just got, like, info on it. So. I still like this one. I really like the final one for it, too.
Yeah.
And then we're moving!
Yeah,
I drew myself as Moomin.
It's hard to tell.
And then this was a badge idea I had, which I ended up not finishing, and this was just notes to myself about Patreon stuff, because I had the misprint pins. And so I just clicked all the things, and yeah. And so this was the actual final Trigun pen. So, spoilers for anybody that wants to join my pen club. This is actually going to be the pen for June. So,
and I assume you've already announced that.
Yeah, all the people on Patreon already know about it and have seen the colored version of it and everything. So, yeah, and this was another idea, but I just ended up not liking that one as much.
So this robot thing looks like an upside-down umbrella.
It is. So this is it is a sculpture that Aki and Goomba's friend gave them, and it is technically it's based on yokais. It's one of the umbrella.
Oh yeah, okay.
I
don't know what they're called, but yeah, I'm familiar.
These guys.
Those with the one leg.
Yep.
His leg is very wooden looking.
Well, this is his face, and these are arms, and so his leg comes out down here. What? Actually, yeah.
He's upside down.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is they can be different.
I see.
So, yeah. And I was trying to draw something to do my Arteza marker tests on, and so I was just drawing things. I ended up just not liking that line art, so... And then I was sketching out some more ideas, and did not like them. And then this is the one that we finally landed on for that one, which also has a video of its own. I still don't like this is the thing that I don't like about the Arteza markers, is they smudge.
Oh yeah,
you
I
see
can
that?
see smudges, little bitty ones.
You can
all
see them
over
on the screen too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad it's showing up on camera, because that's...
Yeah.
Upon closer inspection...
Like, besides... Like, they go down nicely, it's just they smudge really easily, and I don't like that. But I did do this one also in the Arteza markers, and this one turned out better.
Didn't I guess you have to just be real careful with it.
Yeah, and that's what I did, was I was really careful with this one. And then I drew Shauna as one of the Moomin characters. And this was the last one I did of the your character, like, draw this in your style thing, and that's hers. This one is actually an amalgamation of all the colors that I have over there, like all the different types of markers, and so
so it's multiple markers,
everything can work together. And like that was the thing about the Arteza markers, is like I wanted them to, because some don't. So like people have talked about how like a who doesn't work nicely with somebody else's and stuff like that, and that's why I've never gotten those, because I want all my markers to work together.
Different objects and things.
Yes, but I've actually
markers,
the hair is 2 different types of markers.
Okay.
The leaves are 2 different types of markers, things like that. So like they blend well together. And then and this was the thing. I'm pretty sure this is the Arteza marker. Do you see how it like bleeds? It's like this.
So that was from the previous page there.
So this didn't bleed through. What happened is after it dried, it bled through, and you can see it on this page as well.
Crap?
Like, see?
Oh, that's.
Yeah. So they. Upon actually using the Arteza markers, I don't like them because of that. So like single images, they're probably not bad, but not for sketchbooks like this, because that totally stained the paper on this side. And it wasn't until after I did this one that I even noticed it. Like I took a photo of this one and sent it to Goomba, and like it didn't have this on it. So it was later that went on there.
Huh.
And then some more just random yokai stuff. Another Goomba and a Kitsune. I really hate that one. This one's not so bad, and it's the one I based the announcement image that the pens had gotten the 100% support for the base 3. So that was the character design. And then randomposegenerator.com, and then just a little random chibi. Using some of the highlighters that I like to sketch with. Hellboy. Using brush pens to color with, which I don't especially like, but...
Yeah, the coloring didn't turn out good. It's
it's supposed to be like a sketch, though. And then another random pose generator one. And then this whole spread is random pose generators of that same
I like this one.
I do, too. I really like how this one turned out. I couldn't get this one really well because, like, her outfit blocked, like, this part of her except for her arm. And so that's why I kind of did, like, a blocky, like, t-shirt thing.
Yeah, I'm not as big of a fan of that one.
Yeah. I like how this one turned out.
Yeah. They were able to get a darker spot in the Sakura petals, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. It looks different on camera.
It looks
brighter,
more pink and less kind of lavendery on camera. That's interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the big blotch of Sakura here.
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to
as
do
an
textures.
indistinct.
Yeah.
Bleh.
I was trying to see if I could layer it and make it textured over there, but it doesn't work too well.
Yeah.
And then this was another random pose generator. Spread.
Yeah. It's alright, I like the sitting one.
I like this one.
Nope.
This one was a lot of fun. And I didn't like how that face turned out, that's why that got blacked out. And this was more Rat from the Unexpectables fan art. Yep. And then more of him, because I really like the character. I think he's cute.
Yeah.
And then this was some ideas for the Pinsignia pen that I ended up designing, which I ended up going with this
What kind of flowers were those again? In the
lilac.
Lilac, okay.
Yeah, I went with lilac, and then I drew like a little...
I like the lilac
case.
scent.
I do too. And I liked how this one turned out, which I'll have up as a video sooner or later, but yeah. But I was trying to decide what kind of flowers, because we were doing May flowers. So I was looking at actual flowers that bloom in May.
Yeah.
So there was like the poppy and Easter lilies. So I was trying to do something with Fran. Yep. And this was a sketch for a trade that I've shared online since now.
The Unitooth is horrifying.
I know.
To
I mean,
me,
that's the
just
point.
a bit.
And this was also a trade that I did. So this was the sketch for the trade.
Yeah.
I liked his little tail thing, so I did
It's a thing.
The little page. And this is the thing that I can't salvage the video about. So this is the Copic Monthly drawing for this month, but I wasn't able to salvage the video of me drawing this. So this is gonna be have to be it for you guys. But I drew a hipster cat writing on a little notepad, and these were different pose ideas that I had for him, and I was testing like the shading and stuff, like how they blend and whatnot together. And this is just a random, I don't know.
Yep.
And then I drew Krillin. And then one of my dragon people.
Yep.
You don't like Krillin, I know.
He is one of the Dragon Ball characters that I do like the best.
But you don't like Dragon Ball.
I do not like Dragon Ball.
This is awful, and I know it is, but again, it's one of those things that I do enjoy about having sketchbooks is just getting it out of my head, but I drew Panic from Hercules.
Yeah, another Disney movie I do not see.
Yep, it's good.
If you like Disney movies.
Yep. And then I drew some gachapons with little squirrel and acorn. And then one of my little dragon people again. And then I think this is my favorite one of the Goomba ones I've drawn.
Yeah, it looks pretty cute.
I like his little shirt.
I like the drool on the melon bread.
Yeah. And then I was trying to draw Hellboy again. But
Hellboy looks old and lumpy.
Yeah, it did not turn out good. This was one of the last ones I did of the characters for Goomba. He's asking directions.
I'm not a big fan of how the yellow highlighter looking thing looks under other colors and stuff. I know you can probably remove it easily with something.
I don't actually care. It's just for sketching, and so like if I were to like this, I'd scan it in and just redo it in general. Like that's the point of the yellow one is like this isn't a finished image. Like it won't be. So... But this is more random pose generators. I like how this one turned out, and that was about it. And then 2 more random pose generators. And then
did you just doodle all over the last page? Oh, did you do that
It's a swatch page.
First?
Yeah, this is where I swatch my things, so I see like how it'll react with the paper.
Gotcha.
So when I'm using
Does
different
this
things.
Sketchbook have special paper, or
No,
you
this
used
is just
this
the
one?
Denik one. Yeah, but I still do it just to make sure what colors look like. So, yep.
Okie dokie.
And so that's it. That's Sketchbook 17 done and complete. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! There's the end. Okay. Alright.